Hello, I'm PS3 and this is Seeds Sunday, the weekly series I run on my channel where I show you Seeds Minecraft console edition which are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. And this week's seed is one which is great because an update just came out, you maybe want a new seed, and this one has pretty much every structure, or like one of every significant structure you want. It has a village, it has a desert temple, it has a sea temple or an ocean monument, it has a igloo, and on top of all of those things, it also has access to a woodland mansion that close to spawn. That's right, it looks kind of like a depressing spawn at first, but you actually have a woodland mansion that close. And I'm going to be talking about and showing off the seed in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. You can like what you've sold because that helps out the channel a lot, and lets know you do like Seed Sunday. By the way, there's 2 ocean monuments and there's 2 desert temples, just in case, you know, that sweetens the deal a bit. But yeah, well, let's get straight into it, and let's start by talking about the seed itself. So this came in from Adrian Walsh on Facebook, and it is this big seed on screen. It's a lot of numbers. You type in those big number of numbers, and then you'll end up with this seed right here, which, as you can see, again, it spawns like right next to this mountain, which is kind of interesting to me because it's covered in mobs for some reason. But it's kind of an interesting little spawn because you could use this as, like, you know, your base of operations, or you can go in any direction and you'll find a structure of some form. So if you go to the south, like you just saw, you'll find yourself a desert temple. It's funny, actually, I really like, this is one of the first seeds I've seen with both a desert temple and a woodland mansion, and I really like this one because it kind of shows that, like, the desert temple's big, like, in comparison to Steve, like, it's a pretty big thing, but then we compare it to the woodland mansion, and you realize that, yeah, this is the biggest structure by so much, and you can see right here, this is the woodland mansion, which you'll find if you go to the east. So, yeah, this is 2 directions. This is a, you know, it's a pretty decently sized woodland mansion. Here's the entrance. Here's all the stuff inside it. It's got secret rooms. It's got stuff. I believe some of that changes from platform to platform, but still, this is going to be, this is really useful, not only because it has all the stuff it has, but also because it's this close to spawn, and it means if you want to speedrun it, you could literally, this is something I might actually do in a future run, you can start here, you can spawn, you can climb onto this, you know, hill, climb onto the trees, break a window, and then you're in there already, maybe even killing an evoker, because there's one just chilling by himself over there, and I think that'd be a really fun idea if you want to, again, play things a little bit wacky, play things a little bit crazy, get yourself a token from dying that quickly. You can do it because you can just jump into this place that easily. So yeah, fun idea you might want to do. Break in, kill the evoker, get a token for dying, you know, speedrun thing right there. But also, in case that's not your thing, you can go to the north, and like I said, you'll find a different structure here, which is a second desert temple. So there's another desert temple. This one is very slightly buried and very slightly in a river. It's very confusing and bizarre, actually, because you can see, like, it's clearly not meant to be there, but it is anyway, and that's kind of fun. By the way, if you don't know, these, as well as, you know, including just like a fun little structure, they also come with 4 chests, which can contain diamonds, golden apples, apparently, too. You know, you find gold, diamonds, you find all the rare stuff, and even a rare chance at enchanted golden apples, so it's always worth checking these out. Even if you just want to, like, cursory go in there, fly in, get your stuff, fly out, it's still something worth doing. So this is to the north of the spawn. If you go to the, like, northwest of the spawn, so again, every cardinal direction, what you'll actually find is your first of the ocean moments. It's not too far away from here. It's, like, in the middle of this big ocean, right, as you can see right here. It's pretty great stuff, in my opinion, that you can find an ocean monument this close to the spawn, and yeah, it means that within spawn, you can pick your thing and you can go straight for it, or you can pick all 4 and you can do all of them. So I did mention that it's not just, you know, 4 different types of structures. There's actually a 5th one, which you'll find if you go to the north of this ocean monument. As you can see, you know, that you find yourself a pretty nice little, you know, a snow biome right here, frozen river, and on that frozen river there is an igloo. So this igloo I find to be kind of nice because, like, it's just kind of chilling there. It's not one of the super rare cool igloos, but it is still, you know, it's got a red bed, it's got some, you know, it might be your thing finding an igloo. So yeah, as you can see, this is the igloo. It's on an ice river. Maybe you could do something with that, or maybe you could just destroy it and get some snow block. I don't know. You can be the boss of you on this one. And then if you go to the north of this, you'll find yourself the village. So this isn't just any village though. It's a village filled with villagers and planters, and it also has a blacksmith chest. The blacksmith chest, again, it's not the most impressive loot. Like, yeah, you know, having this many structures, you can't blame it for having, like, some of them be a little bit dull, but still, free iron sword, free 4 apples. You know, apples are a good thing too sometimes. You know, they're good for you or something. So yeah, with that said, you got yourself all of the, you know, the structures, and you've found them all right here. You've also got access to a pretty nice selection of biomes in pretty wacky ways. So this is with the small biome preset, which is what I'd recommend, honestly, for this. You can do it with larger ones, but you won't get all the same mobs. Sorry, all the same structures. But yeah, you can see there's some pretty weird biome, you know, configurations, like this single mountain right here, just chilling on an ocean, not ocean, but yeah, ocean around it. Then we've got some very weirdly shaped mountains, because they've got this, like, river thing going between it. So there's just this giant canyon right here. Might be your thing. I don't know. You can be the boss of yourself on that one. We also got some just giant mountains right here, which if you want extreme hills, then you've got right here. And also, if you want to go across this map without going across the ocean, because there's ocean guardians there, you can can cross it over here because pretty much every part of this world that you want to check out is all connected together. Also, if you go to the west of the the igloo instead of to the east, like I just showed you right there, you can find yourself a jungle biome. It's not a giant jungle biome. In fact, it's quite the opposite of a giant jungle biome. There is literally only like 3 of these giant trees as far as I can tell, or 4 of the giant trees. We got one over here. We got one over here. Actually, is this even giant? I don't know if we can call this a giant tree, but it's only got 4 giant trees, and then there's one over here, as you can see. And then after that, it's just like a few jungle things around it. It's nice that there is a jungle though, because this means you still have access to parrots, you still have access to cocoa beans or easy cocoa beans, and you still have access to jungle woods. So it's nice that it exists. It's just a really tiny one, and yeah, you could clear this entire jungle biome and just have some nicely colored grass really easily, and no one would ever know the difference. So yeah, a lot of people compliment me on my Let's Play world for that. That's something you can get right here. Also, just to the south of that, you find yourself this lava lake, which is inside a mountain. It looks, I don't know, I kind of like the look of it. You might like the look of it too. Or you might just like the lava, which gives you 3 opportunities to go to the end, of course. Then, of course, as well as that, if we head to the south over here, we find ourselves another extreme hill biome. So this extreme hill biome is, again, same thing where it's like weird holes and shapes and stuff like that. But inside, next to this extreme hill biome, the reason we're over here is because there is a second ocean monument found. I believe it's just in the corner over here. Yep, there it is. As you can see, second ocean monument, second set of sponges, second set of gold blocks, second set of all that stuff. And both of these ocean monuments actually kind of show one of the broken things of the world generation, where it will just kind of like park itself into the terrain. So there should be a hill here, but it's been removed by these little things right there, and that means it's a pretty good one to drain if that's what you're into. So yeah, slightly easier ocean monument to drain because it's got this stuff around it. Or slightly harder, I guess. It depends on how you want to look at things. Because draining ocean monuments is a fun project. It's one I did before the Wood of Mansion Destruction, and it's something you can do if you like this seed. So yeah, like I said, it's a pretty good TU56 seed for all of these reasons. I really liked, as I was looking around the terrain, that it has just these, because small biomes, I guess, is like extra cool now. It's really great that this one has just, biome after biome of like, oh yeah, right next to each other. Like, here's a savanna, then here's the tiniest swamp, then here's an extreme hill biome, then here's a birch biome, then here's a, little plains, then here's a woolen roof forest with a woolen mansion. And because they're all filled with structures, the biomes just feel that little bit more alive and that little bit more interesting, at least to me. So yeah, one of most of the types of structures you'll probably want in a Minecraft world. Pretty good world to start with survival if you want a TU56 seed. Again, we're coming close to the bed together update, so I don't know how many people are starting new survivals, but if you want to like start a new console survival, then here is a good one for you. So like this video if you did like it, because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like Seed Sunday, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching Seed Sunday, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.